In the name of Allah, hello my dear students in distance learning by Mr. مسعد Sabir and the English supervisor Mr. Ahmed Shirbini. Al-Awsu Private School for Boys. Our lesson today is for Traveler 6, Lesson 11, page 23, exercises. Now let's go to your notes on page 23. Please, my dear students, open your notes and follow me to answer all the questions. Rewrite the following sentences starting with the words given. Like you see, there are some sentences. I want you to rewrite them using the words given to apply the rules we explained before. Number 1. Even though Bill was tired, he knew he had to keep running to win the race. I want you to start with the word despite. And remember, we use the word despite to express about the contrast, and it must follow by the verb plus ing. Think and give me the answer for question number 1. Good. The right answer for number 1, despite being tired, Bill knew he had to keep running to win the race. Here we use despite plus verb plus ing, and this sentence is for contrast. But in the first sentence, we use even though plus subject plus verb. But here, when we wanted to use despite, we use the verb ing, like you see. Number 2. I use my microwave only for heating up food. I want you to change or rewrite this sentence starting with I use my microwave only to. Only to what? Think and give me the answer. Good. The right answer for number 2, I use my microwave only to heat up food. Like I said before, we use to plus infinitive to express about the purpose. Number 3. There was such strong winds that the bridge was closed for 6 hours. Rewrite the sentence starting with the winds were. Okay? The right answer is the winds were so strong that here we use so plus the adjective plus that and the subject, then the verb. But the verb here is in the past because before saw that the verb also in the past. Again, the sentence must be like this: the winds were so strong that the bridge was closed for 6 hours. Okay, let's go to number 4. In spite of her serious illness, she never lost her courage. I want you to start the sentence with despite the fact that. It's different from the first sentence. In the first sentence we use despite only, so it must follow by verb plus ing. But here, when we want to use despite the fact that, it must follow by subject and verb. Okay, the answer is despite the fact that she was seriously ill, she never lost her courage. Despite the fact that express about the contrast like you see. Now with question number 5. John left because he didn't want to see Michael. John left so that what? Think and give me the answer. Okay, the right answer is John left so that he wouldn't see Michael. Because in the main sentence he said he didn't want to see Michael. So after so that we use wouldn't plus the infinitive. Number 6. The food was so spicy that Nasser couldn't eat it. Rewrite the sentence starting with the food was too. Excellent. The right answer is the food was too spicy for Nasser to eat. Here we use to plus the adjective and the noun plus to plus infinitive. To express about something you can't afford, like you see in the example, the food was too spicy for Nasser to eat, so he didn't eat the food. Number 7. In spite of the stormy weather, Ian decided to go surfing. Here you must rewrite the sentence starting with although, and although is used to express about the contrast like despite or despite the fact that, but although must follow by subject and the verb. Okay, the answer for number 7. Although the weather was stormy, Ian decided to go surfing. We use here although instead of in spite of, and but the subject of the sentence, the weather, followed by the verb and the adjective like you see. and the other sentence. Number 8. The bank robber was disguised as a gorilla so that he couldn't be recognized. I want you to rewrite this sentence too, starting with in order. Excellent. The right answer like this. In order not to be recognized, because he said in the first sentence he couldn't be recognized. So we use in order in negative case, like you see, in order not to plus infinitive. In order not to be recognized, the bank robber was disguised as a gorilla. Number 9. There was so much noise that I couldn't hear a word. Rewrite starting with there was such. Okay, the answer is there was such a lot of noise that I couldn't hear a word. Now with the last question, number 10. Majid is a writer who is so talented that everyone wants to read his books. Rewrite this sentence. Yes, the right answer is Majid is such a talented writer that everyone wants to read his books. Like I explained before, how to express about the purpose. And now, my dear students, at the end I'd like to thank you for your follow, and I hope you understood how to use the roles and answered all the questions. Thank you, and follow me in the next video. Lesson 12, page 24.